Hey everyone, Jill here. Instead of talking about a movie, I'm here to talk about a movie trailer. Mike had this really great idea that instead of dedicating a whole hour to talk about one or four or sometimes even five films, we do some micro episodes talking about a trailer for either a film or a movie. That is a film, a movie or a TV series or a limited series, something that we're excited about and talk about why we're excited or Easter eggs or what we're not excited about. I'm pretty sure he's going to do mini episode on something I don't think he really wants to put money towards unless he loses a challenge. Which, if he loses the challenge and has to see the film he's going to talk about, he better be really drunk because I wouldn't want to watch the film. So, for my mini micro episode, I'm going to talk about Halloween Kills. It is the sequel to the 2018 film Halloween, which I believe was the 11th film in the Halloween franchise. So, Halloween Kills will be the 12th if my counting is right. I really like horror films. I don't think I've actually talked about a proper horror film on the podcast, but I'm a big fan of them, especially the ones from the 70s and the 80s. Last House on the Left and Halloween, the original from 1978, and the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre were some of the first horror films that I knew what I was getting into. I didn't sit down, turn on the TV, and there it was, and then I was too scared to turn off the change channel. I rented those movies from the library and sat down in a dark room and knowingly watched them and enjoyed them all. Um, I'll confess to having not seen most of the other films in the Halloween franchise. There are quite a few of them. The only two, well, I guess two, I've seen the original and I have seen the 2018 return to the original franchise. I know Rob Zombie made a remake in the late aughts. I didn't see it. I didn't see the sequel to that one. I do want to see the third one, Season of the Witch, which I know has nothing to do with Michael Myers because at that point they wanted to try and like spin this off into an anthology-ish series, so they each would be their own story. But why not? Never better late than never. So I'm going to hit play and watch the trailer. All right, gonna click play. Let's do it. Picking up right where we left off. I'm so happy that Jamie Lee Curtis came back for these films. She's integral to the franchise, in my opinion. I think they killed her off in one of the earlier films at some point. I mean, this has been around since 1978, so why not? Go shoot for the stars. Michael's not dead, because of course he isn't. Ooh, weapon upgrade. Of course the boogeyman was real. There's like history and library records and newspapers about the killings. Why did you think he was not a threat? You shouldn't have to keep running. You're right. Ooh, is the town getting in on it now? He is not flesh and blood. All right. Yeah. So if you haven't seen the trailer, sorry, I just spoiled it for you. It looks really good. The first one, not first one, the 2018 edition was really entertaining. Like I said, I'm really happy they brought Jamie Lee Curtis back as Laurie Strode. I think she's one of the original final girl archetypes. And it was refreshing to see how they updated the genre for the 2018 film. Laurie's not just going to sit there and take it anymore. She wants to kill Michael Myers before he does any more harm or kills any other person. I didn't love that, like, the family was kind of, Grandma, you're crazy. Once again, as I said, didn't they, like, records, newspaper articles, crime scene videos of all the killings that would have happened? But, it looks like the town is done with this shit. I love it when communities get together around one big evil and they're like, we're gonna just kick its ass and kill it to hell. So if that means that the town in which the film takes place turns into a giant death trap for Michael Myers, that is going to be great. It looks like, just kind of glancing at the writing and directing credit, it's pretty much the same team with one exception. They have a new writer on the team, Scott Teems, instead of Jeff Fradley, who co-wrote the 2018 film. Same director too, so good for continuity's sake. I'm sure it's going to be well acted, well shot. Jump scares are going to be equally as good. But I do wonder that since it's a sequel, it'll still be scary. There'll still be those jump scares and whatnot, those surprise kills. I wonder if the third act is just going to go batshit, similar to the way that Last House on the Left's third act goes, where the killers become the hunter becomes the hunted. Like I said, I love films where that happens, so it'll be really cool to see the town find their cojones, really, because they're done with this. They're gonna kill him. It does make me curious if there will be a third film. Trilogies are quite popular, duologies not so much. And we know the nature of Hollywood, so of course this is probably not the final film in the Halloween franchise, but is it going to be the last one for quite some time? Are they going to lay breadcrumbs to suggest that the addiction to murder or whatever higher power might have corrupted Michael to make him more than a man can spread? Will it go into Laurie Strode's granddaughter? Will it become Laurie? Who knows? Will I see it in theaters? Yeah, definitely. I will see it in theaters. I saw the 2018 one there, and it was a great group with people. They were really into the film. They were cheering at the right times. There were appropriate screams at the right times. Will Andre be there? Probably not. I think I'd have to bribe him with popcorn, a lot of beer, and a donut, and hold his hand for most of it. He doesn't really like horror films. I bet if we watched it at home, though, I could probably get him to sit down with it for me. I do understand that some people really like horror films, but they can't watch them in big theaters because then it just becomes inescapable. The whole experience with, like, the sound being in their ears and it's just right at them. But we'll see. That's about it for this little micro trailer episode thing. I hope you guys had a good time. It was kind of fun. Yeah, I'll talk to everyone soon.